Paullie getting out of Chainsaw Man, the Reze arc movie. And I have never seen an episode of any of the Chainsaws, anything. And I know there's a whole thing behind it. So now, okay. Before I get to letting you know how I feel about the animation, I want to give you my reaction to the feeling of what I think this particular story at the end of the day is all about. Do you remember the movie Abran los ojos, open your eyes, Tom Cruise? There's a Spanish one as well. Do you remember when Tom Cruise had the choice, that decision to get into the car or not get in the car with Cameron Diaz? You got Penelope Cruz waiting for you, but you decided to get in the car, and that totally altered your whole destiny, your whole life, everything. That's what Denji, the Chainsaw Man, does here, and he's 16 years old, so I kind of get it because it's about your first love. And I had no idea it was going to be this wild love story. But I kept thinking, man, if you had the girl already, why did you fall for the bait? But homie, was just so amazed that another girl was actually interested in him. He never even had. Anyways, it was fantastic. I loved that story. The action was fun. I thought that towards the end, the action got a little too, it could have wrapped it up a little quicker, but that's just for me. It was almost too much of a wild explosion of painted imagery for me, but it was still beautiful. Listen, this is gorgeous animation. This is like very artistic. It was almost as if it's a different film, a love story, before any of the action. And I loved that. I was like, really, like, it really hooked me in. And I think that's probably why that this movie caught on, because you don't necessarily have to know all the characters, any of the backstory. You can tell there was a whole through line, and they were coming from other storylines, because these characters all knew each other, but it wasn't necessary for me. And I'm sure I would have loved it, and that would have been a whole different experience. But this story is onto itself, and yet there is a connective tissue. This was a blast. This is gorgeous, dreamy. It had this kind of milky filter, an environment the entire time, and then when it exploded into the fights, it got very vibrant and colorful. So I don't want to say like the animation changed, but maybe the filter. Anyways, I loved it. I love that, and I love Denji. It makes me want to tunnel back and find out his deal. But he's this 16-year-old who kills demons, and his head becomes a chainsaw, and his hands become chainsaws. It's good. They didn't show that. Man, I don't even know what the time was, because there was so much story before he actually makes his appearance as Chainsaw Man. Great cast of characters, great intrigue, great relationships in as far as loyalty with the other team members and having their back, and yet being so cynical at the same time, yet not all of them are. About life and death, about even if you're not really a human. Fantastic, man. Fantastic. I mean, yeah, it kept, as I'm watching this, and I'm just starting to get into anime, there's no other country that does animation better. It's just not even the same level right now. Whereas back in the day, the heyday used to be the USA, from, Hanna-Barbera to Disney. It's not the case right now, man. It's not the case. And other countries are coming up, but it's all about Japan right now. Did you guys see it? Let me know what you guys think. Chainsaw Man, Reze arc, Wow. First loves, man, they can be deadly.